but let's just say there was a bad shave that happened, and now I've got a bunch of razor burn and like small pimples on my fucking face, and it's really bad. I really do not like this. Okay, hi. I obviously have been like gone for a while, and now I'm not gonna say I'm back, but I'm doing this. So, a few things. Financially, one thing good is that I got another raise over the new year. It increased benefits, stuff. And bad news is I'm still terrible with money. I spend way too much money on stupid shit. Way too much money on like eating out and going out and like sensing stuff. Because my personality type is like sensing, so that's what I blame it on. I've possibly just said this one. I have been to some amazing shows recently, parties recently. I went to I went to Jada G like a while ago in August. That was beautiful and amazing. I went to Carrie Chandler, which was also beautiful and amazing. He played till like 7:30 almost. It was bright out when I left, and I've been going to great shows. I've been like staying till the lights on for almost all of them. Went out on New Year's Eve, a great 4th party. And I've just been having, I've been going to some new restaurants and stuff, hanging out at my regular bar, watching like loads of shows, some good, some not so good. Watch that new every time I log into Netflix, there's like a new Netflix show. Watched that show You, which was great. Very creepy. Watched a couple of movies. House That Jack Built, great. I downloaded it on like the torrent thing. I don't know if it was the director's cut. I don't think so, because the director's cut is not coming out until June or something. Yeah, I watched Bad Times at El Royale, which had John Hamm in it, and a bunch of great people in it, Jeff Bridges. And speaking of John Hamm, I've been rewatching Mad Men, which is great, love it. I watched a show called like Animal Kingdom, which was only okay, and I kind of tapered off watching it. Watched Empire, which is complete trash, but Dynasty, which is trash, but I do like it. I watched, what's it called? It's called Unreal, which was fucking unreal almost. It's about like the behind the scenes of like a bachelorette type reality show, but they go to the most insane lengths to make drama happen behind the scenes, like the producers. And it's like totally outrageous. Like they do illegal shit, cover it up. It's amazing. You should check that out if you can. Probably my favorite show, and I'm obsessed with crime shows and like detective shows and like gritty shit like that. And I already talked about the hair thing, castor oil, I think, which is beautiful. I love this. It's like my favorite way my hair is like when it's kind of wet and it like curls up like this, and the castor oil makes it so that it's like always kind of wet. I would do a lot of like face masks and mud masks to try to like, just because they feel good, and I like that. And then financially, I've been holding off, stopping myself from making some big purchases. One of them is like the iPhone XS Max. They did have like a sick deal at New Year's with like half price data and like the whole like bring it back program, where you like say you're gonna bring it back at the end of the term. You could get it for like next to nothing up front. And my friend friend was gonna buy this phone. I mean, my phone's fine. I have an 8 Plus. It's totally fine. But my friend was gonna buy it. So I could still do that, but I really should not do it now. And the other one is, I want that Lumix LX100 Mark II, because it's amazing. Like I wanted the LX100 originally. I had like an RX100 Sony and the Mark II briefly, and then I got into this phase where I was like obsessed with fixed lens cameras. So I had just fixed lenses on my Sony A6000, which I still have. It's still great. The autofocus is like not so great anymore. It was good at the time. I have a 35 and a 50 fixed on that, and then I was obsessed with the Ricoh GR. I had the original Ricoh GR, and then I returned that in favor of the Sony RX100 at the time, and then I got rid of that because I completely trashed it from carrying it around in my pocket all the time and like dropping it a whole bunch. So I sold that for like next to nothing. Huge loss on that. And then I bought the GR2 like in the summer, or like last year in the summer, I don't even remember. And I like it, I love it, but I don't like carry it around as much as I would like to, which obviously I can change. I can just carry it around more. But I really want like a pocketable, like high quality, good camera with a zoom lens now. And I've been stopping myself from getting the RX2. And it also has a really bad dust problem, which is something I had with the RX100 as well. Like dust gets in the thing, there's like spots on on the image when you have higher aperture in bright light, and you can see it, and it drives me nuts. And I sent the Sonys back in like a couple times to get clean, but it just happens again if you're carrying it in your pocket, which is the whole point. But with the GR, I carry it in like a little case, and it's like super protected, and it's like brand new still, which is great, except the problem is you don't use it as much when you do that. And like the cameras on these phones are getting like good enough that you can use them in broad daylight, and it's like totally fine. But there's still that like much sharper, better quality when you have a bigger sensor, when you're like pixel peeping, which I love to do, although no one else does it. So that, and then I did make a really big purchase, which was the stupidest one of all, something I don't need at all and will never be able to use, really. I got a fucking 15-inch subwoofer to go with my stereo. I love it, but the worst part is I dented it immediately after getting it, and that drives me fucking crazy because it doesn't affect it at all, but I'm obsessed with like aesthetics and things being in perfect condition, and I dented it like the first week, and because I left the grill off for a week, and I don't even know how it happened, but I just noticed it. And then I also have that Sonos Play 5, which I like, but I never use it anymore really because I have the big stereo again. But when I actually move into a proper apartment or something, then I will use that, and then I won't have my proper stereo anymore, so that's kind of like a bittersweet thing. Oh, and a TV. I really want to get like a nice Sony 4K HDR blah 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 TV, which I also don't need, and I also have been stopping myself from doing that. So yeah, I think that's like all. I really need to actually budget and stop spending so much money for a while. But will I? Probably not. And one more purchase that I want to talk about that I love is these Jabra Elite 65T active earbuds, truly wireless. I was like, for a long time I was like, oh, truly wireless, who needs that? Like, if you have a little cable in between them, like, who cares? It's not even that big of a deal. But then as soon as I got these, I was like, wow, fuck a cable between them. I'm never gonna use those again, and I've just been using these constantly, and I love them so much. It's like the least regrettable purchase I've ever made. And like fuck AirPods too, because they fucking ugly as shit and they probably sound like shit. These sound good. They're very comfortable. Never fall out. They have all that like hear through shit, which is great. And they're just beautiful. So you should absolutely buy them, and you won't regret it at all.